Rabbi Wilhelm, I can't believe it. I haven't seen you for so long. How are you?
Baruch Hashem, Betzion, I almost forgot your name already. It's nice to see you back. It's nice to see you. So many people have asked me, how are you?
Yeah, who's that? Who asked you?
Yankel, Baruch, Zalman, everybody.
Yankel, Shmerel?
Yeah, they all asked. They all told me to pass the message on. But I want to tell you, I know you came for a Dvar Torah, so let's make it quick. All the people don't have long attention spans, right? And
what do you say?
Okay, listen, Yankel.
Yankel, Shmerel.
Listen to Betzion.
One thing, I feel so insulted. I haven't seen you for so long.
What is
V'dashem Amachas? You're trying not to insult me, but you didn't say the whole bracha. You might not. I'm starting to believe you're not really excited to see me.
Okay, we'll talk about that later off camera. Let's go to the Dvar Torah. Today, I want to tell you today, as I finished davening Mincha, I opened a sefer. A question that I had for years was answered. It's the type of question that Levi Jaffe would have. You know these type of questions.
You have questions? I thought you know everything. The
question is: the Torah tells us this week. The Torah tells us that you listen to the Navi, the Tzaddik, and don't do different than if he says al Yamin, smart. He says smart. Whatever he says, right, left, you listen to him. So Rashi says what seems to be a crazy thing. Rashi says, not if he says right, left. Even if he says on left that it's right, you got to listen to him. Come on. What does that mean? If he says it's right now it's dark. If he says right now it's day. It's day. It's not day. It's night. What does Rashi mean? That even if the tzaddik, even if the chacham says on right that it's left or on left that it's right, you have to follow him? It always bothered me. Today I saw an answer. And the answer answered something relevant to Chodesh Elul. I'll explain to you why.
Huh?
Huh?
Now you got me.
Okay. What's your approach? How do you handle Elul? You know, there is this scariness of Elul, and it's fearful. It's Yom Adin is coming, and for some reason you see a lot of
pretty scary.
Yeah, and some reason you see a lot of Hasidic folks running around dancing. Ksiva. What are you doing?
How come your eyes are not red with tears?
Make up your mind. Is it a time of fear? Or is it what it says in Sfarim, Yemei Rachmim? We have God, our Avinu Malkeinu, our Father, who's going to make sure everything is great, signed and sealed properly for the good of the people. What is the right approach? So obviously there has to be a balance of both, but don't let it... I heard a tremendous word. Tzedek tirdoif, that a person always has to run for justice, always has to run to do tzidkus and righteousness and all good. But if it depresses you, you're missing the boat, because the next words afterwards says tzedek tirdoif l'man tichya. So you should be able to live. If it depresses you and it puts you into a state of shock, that's not what running after tzidkus righteousness is. You have to let your life go in a positive manner. Obviously, there's things that have to be corrected, but don't let it ruin your life. Mm-hmm. And we find that interesting phenomena also in this week's parsha, that the Eibishter said the mitzvah of what's mitzvah? Ari Miklat. The mitzvah of Ari Miklat, city of refuge. So the Rebbe has a beautiful sikha that Ari Miklat is tshuva, and the Rambam says, based on the Gemara, that on the highways, for people to know where to run to be safe to Ari Miklat, there were signs directing them, Miklat. So somebody asked a good klutz kasha. Why, for the people running to the Miklat, we make signs? But when the people are traveling all the way to Yerushalayim to bring the Bikurim, there is no signs that says Yerushalayim that way. Why not? So the answer is a very geschmack answer. Beautiful answer. When the guys are running in a state of depression, a state of, I did something wrong and I have, finish it off. Mikla, there it is. Just get it over and done. When a guy is in the mode of celebration, I want to thank God, I want to thank Eibishter for Bikurim, knock on more and more doors. What's the direction to Yerushalayim? Oh, what are you going for? You got Bikurim. So more and more people should get involved in something positive. So that's a motivational speech that when it comes to negative, just get it done, turn the page. When it comes to positive, get more and more action. So back to the original thing.
Beautiful.
Back to the original thing.
Standing ovation.
Back to the original.
It goes crazy.
What does it mean that the person, the tzaddik telling you, al yamin shu smile, and smile shu yamin, that you have to listen to him? So I saw an explanation for Rabbi Yaakov Garlinsky, and I thought it's beautiful. It hits it. Garlinsky. It's a. He says like this. Rashi does not say if he says night is day. Rashi specifically used the example where he says right is left and left is right. How could that be? Is it right or left? He says, imagine somebody comes over to you, asks you directions. And he says, how do I get, where are you going now? You're going to shopping, Shabbos food. How do I get?
We have to wrap it up over here.
Okay, how do you get to the shul? So you're going to point to him and you'll say, you got to go to the right. You point him to the right. But he's facing you. And as you see him walking away, he went to the left. So you say, hello, you're going the wrong direction. He says, what do you mean? You told me go to the right. Yo, your right and my right were different. I was facing this direction, and I told you go right. You were facing me. That to you, that was your right, but that's the wrong direction. In other words, when the tzaddik tells you, when the Talmid Chacham tells you what's right, what he's saying is change your attitude. Look at it from his position. Look at it from his direction. What's right by him might be left to you. Turn around. Look at it in the positive mode. Look at it in the way of through the tzaddik's vision, and then everything is positive. Yamin is yamin, and smile is smile.
You're absolutely right. I'm so happy that they kicked you out of Hawaii. We're so happy that you came back to Stony Heart.